I call the honourable member for Denison.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Communications. Minister, problems with the NBN rollout remain one of the most prevalent issues raised with me by constituents in the greater Hobart-Glenorchy-Taroona area. Minister, what is the situation exactly with the NBN in Denison, and what is the plan to finish the job? A detailed answer by suburb in my electorate, including timelines, and a comment about the situation in Tasmania more broadly would be very helpful. Thank you, Minister.
I call the Honourable Minister for Communications.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank the honourable member for his question. The overall progress of the NBN rollout in Denison is that the fixed-line network is now ready for service in areas covering 11,842 premises. It's under construction in areas covering 21,200 premises, and looking to the 18-month rollout plan, which will begin in the next year in areas covering 27,800 premises. That will be mostly fibre to the node, that last part. That means by June next year, work on the NBN's fixed-line network will be complete in areas covering 60,800 premises in the honourable member's electorate. Virtually no other electorate in Australia will be as advanced as Denison in terms of the NBN rollout. Now, it's impractical to outline each suburb and their upgrade timetable, but I'll give the honourable member a detailed details of that later in writing. Now, moving to the complaints about the NBN rollout, I break them into 4 categories. The halt of the rollout due to the mismanagement of how asbestos material was removed from old infrastructure. Second, the halt of the construction due to a commercial dispute. Madam Speaker, I'm seeking to provide an answer to an honourable member about his electorate. The opposition have so little respect for honourable members. And if ever there was an opportunity for the people of Tasmania, to understand how little regard the Labor Party has, look at the pathetic way they are treating the honourable member for Denison and his constituents and the people of Tasmania.
The minister will resume his seat. The member for Chisholm on a point of order.
I'm surprised the member for Denison hasn't raised the issue of relevance to the question, and I would ask the minister to return to it.
I think the interjection that said the member for Denison couldn't hear it was probably quite accurate. I will have some silence on my left and right. Otherwise, those people who are clearly seeking an early plane and an early mark will be able to leave, perhaps as a group. I call the honourable Minister.
Speaker, asbestos has been an issue. The NBN Co and its contractors and Telstra are dealing with that very effectively. The last complaint to Comcare about asbestos from members of the public in Tasmania was in June last year. There was clearly a massive problem with the contractors not making any money, and indeed work had stopped in Tasmania, completely dead stopped, well before the last federal election, because they were going broke doing the work. So we had to renegotiate all of those contracts. That has been done, and work is now proceeding as I've described. One of the other big problems was that in the sort of typical Conrovian manner, the Labor government was describing premises as being serviceable when they were not. We have reduced the number of unserviceable premises dramatically in Denison. It's gone from down to only 1,500 premises, and they are being addressed even as we speak.